Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to RSPB Fen Drayton Lakes. It's my first ever visit down here and I cannot believe that I've not been down here sooner on the premise that it's about a 35-minute drive away from my house. I like to visit RSPB locations because obviously they're very much designated towards birds. So, you know, I can hear a green-spotted woodpecker somewhere as well, and it's really doing my head in. It sounds in the distance. Anyway, I've already been taking some pictures as well, because there is just an absolute cacophony of sound from the moment I got out the car in the car park. You can tell I'm happy, I'm smiling. They're probably not the best shots in the world, but I got some beautiful shots of a thrush a minute ago, just singing away to its heart's content. Absolutely amazing. So anyway, in today's video, what I want to talk about is, regular viewers to the channel will know that obviously I've just changed my camera. I've gone for a Sony A1. However, the eagle-eyed viewers and my regular subscribers will also have noticed that I have a different lens mounted on the Sony A1. Can you guess what it is? We'll come back and talk about that in a minute. I'm going to keep wandering around Fen Drayton Lakes at the moment. Haven't got long, got about an hour and a half till sunset. I'm down here a little bit later than I wanted to be, but I'm going to make the most of it. We have got glorious weather. Considering it's the 31st of March, it is absolutely beautiful. There is no wind, there's perfectly clear skies, and I just wanted to make the most of it. So, we're gonna crack on, see what else we can see down Fen Drayton Lakes, and we'll come back and talk about the new lens in a moment. Okay, so first things first then, Fen Drayton. It was a bit spontaneous for me to actually come down here, and the reason being is that I wasn't actually going to bother coming out at all today. And then I saw the weather, and I was going to go to, I decided to come out, and then I was going to go to RSPB Fen, but they have automated gates. Now, the clocks have changed here in the UK. So sunset is an hour later. Fantastic. So I was going to head down there, and these automated gates, I thought, maybe they change the time that they close once the clocks change, because normally they close at 7 o'clock in the winter hours. Unfortunately, they don't close till 8 o'clock from tomorrow. So kind of had my head now geared towards, I'm going out with the camera, where am I going? So I had a brief look round and found RSPB Fen Drayton Lakes. No issues with parking barriers or anything like that. Anyway, I'm down here and I'm wandering around this huge lake. I mean, this place is massive. And bearing in mind, I got down here later than I wanted to be, and I'm kind of rushing a little bit. And I started to think to myself, have I made a big mistake? The water is very quiet. There's not much about. Quite a few small birds, but nothing on the water like I wanted there to be. And then that thing happened where you get that one shot and you realise it was all just so worth it. So I parked myself up on the edge of, on the lake, on the bank, and saw some birds just fly past, and I was like, they look like tufties in flight. Camera goes up, start hammering out the shots of these what I thought were tufties, tufted ducks in flight. Look on the back of the camera, goldeneyes. Got some really nice pictures of goldeneyes in a flyby, and they look really nice on the back of the camera. And not gonna lie, would I have got them with the old A7R4? Maybe. I did get them because of the A1. That 20 frames per second and the world-class autofocus system enabled me to capture these shots of the goldeneyes in flight, and it looks great. I'm blessed with gorgeous weather. The light is coming from the side of me, as I'm sure you can see, and it just looks amazing. So I'm really hoping once I get this back onto the camera, they look as good as they do on the back of the camera. No, once I get home, back on the computer, I don't know if I said that right or not. Once I get them on the computer, hopefully they look as good as they do on the back of the camera. There we go. I've definitely said it right that time. Anyway, I'm going to come back and talk about the lens because I'm going to stop rambling about that, and I'll pop those pictures up in a minute. Now, why have I changed lens? Why have I sacked off the Sigma 150 to 600? And there are two main reasons why. The first reason is with upgrading to the Sony A1, Sony limit the frames per second. Sorry, there's something just flying past and I can't see what it is. Sony limit the frames per second with third-party manufactured lenses to 15 frames a second. So if I wanted to get the best out of the A1, I needed to go with a Sony lens. The other reason is because when using a gimbal head, to keep the balance, you need something that's internal focusing, which this lens is. The Sigma was not. So every time I was zooming in and out, it was unbalancing the gimbal head. Now I know I don't use the gimbals that often, but I do use them, and I needed to correct that. I could manage, but I really wanted an internal focus. Now before I say what this lens actually is, we'll come back and talk about that in a minute, because this section's getting rather long. I did buy this lens second-hand. I also bought it from a friend, and I'll confess to who that was in a moment. Now I'll pop those pictures up now. We're getting a bit more bird activity. There's a bit more flight going on over the middle of the lake. And with the light coming from this angle, it looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to sit here for a bit, and I'm probably going to call it a day, to be honest with you. There is so much here to see at Fen Drayton Lakes. I think this is going to require several revisits. And the fact it's so close to me makes it possible. So stick with us, have a look at these images, and we'll see if I can actually capture anything else from this point. Okay, I am just having a bit of a bimble back to the car now, going the same way that I came. The problem I've got is obviously the sun's getting lower and there is some light clouding going over it, which unfortunately means that I'm actually losing the light. However, I did just stop at one part and got two shots that look pretty nice on the back of the camera. One of them was a backlit shot of a pair of male and female tufted ducks, some tufties, and it's backlit as well with some gorgeous light from behind. Looked really nice on the back of the camera. So hopefully when it's on the computer, it looks as good. Secondly, as that sun's setting, I think there's more bugs appearing on the surface of the water. And the noise of the gulls skimming around above the water, picking off, I'm guessing they're bugs because there's a lot of them, and they just seem to keep probably less than a foot off the top of the water. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's a really nice sight to see. but it did give me some opportunity to get back in the swing of taking pictures of birds in flight, which is something I want to do because I've got a nice little cheeky trip coming up soon where I'm probably going to be doing a lot of birds in flight stuff. So it's all right, I can just see some ducks on the water a little bit far away. Wasn't sure if it was those goldeneyes coming back again. Oh, that was an amazing sight. Anyway, oh, look at that light on my face, it looks gorgeous. So, the new lens then, and it's a very common, popular choice for wildlife photographers, Sony 200 to 600. Internal focusing, tick. The fact that it's a Sony compatible lens, not compatible, Sony brand lens, sorry, means that it utilises the full spec of the A1. So there we have it. Oh, and the other little confession as well is I've bought it off Ryan's Wildlife. Good old Ryan, he's done me a solid there. So I know it's obviously been well looked after, and he's also provided it with the camo lens cover on it as well. So he's done me an absolute solid with that, really appreciate it. And you know, he's a top guy anyway. So I hope you enjoyed the Kingfisher video that we both put out. It was a fantastic day, and if you've not, go check out mine first, obviously, and then go check out Ryan's as well. God, listen to that. Literally sounds like they're sat on my shoulder. Yeah, so go check that out if you haven't already. But I can pretty much guarantee there'll be a lot more videos coming from Ryan and I out on our trips together. I'd say we're both blessed to actually, we're blessed, sorry, to both live quite locally to each other. And there's several places between us that I think we could potentially visit, but there are a couple of things already in the works, so yeah. Oh man, what beautiful sound. Anyway, I'm going to keep bimbling back to the car, and yeah, I'll stick up those images now, and then we'll come back and sign out in a bit.
Windows down, scattered clouds, smell of spring outside, open road, you sitting close, let's go somewhere far away, 'cause if all I have is you, then I'll be just fine.
Okay, so back at the car now, so I apologise if the video is a bit echoey, but as you can tell, I've lost the lights, so I've had to come back to the car to utilise the internal lights here. Fen Drayton Lakes then, what a fantastic place. I've barely scratched the surface. I can't wait to come back. I think you could designate a whole day here and not see all of it. It's massive. I only did literally a very, very small part, and I've hardly seen any of it at all. I probably should have checked out the information point that they have here, so I could have actually navigated better. However, had I have done that, I wouldn't have got the pictures of the goldeneyes in flight. So that's a definite win in my books. So yeah, right, well, I'm going to sign out now anyway. I hope you've enjoyed this video introducing my new lens. As I say, big up Ryan's Wildlife, fellow YouTuber, and just an all-round great guy. Yeah, it just completes my whole Sony setup, so I'm really, really pleased about that. And yeah, it's just fantastic for wildlife. Would I like prime lenses? Yes. Any Sony users that know the prices of their prime lenses understand that it's going to be a while before I'll even consider getting one of those. Yeah, so I'm going to sign out now then, because obviously the video quality is going to be a little bit ropey. We've got some big plans coming from the channel over the next few videos, I should think. So hopefully you'll see those. Clocks have changed now, so it means I can get out in an evening as well, which is a big win. I love going out in the evenings. And I can imagine me coming down here a few times as well. I say it's about a 35-minute drive from me. The longer the nights are, the more time I'll get to come down to places like this. So yeah, happy days. So yeah, obviously stay up to date with everything. Drop some subscribes from down the bottom so you can see more videos from me. And obviously if you've liked this one, give us the old thumbs up. It really does help the channel. And all that's left for me to say then is this is Mike out. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.